Did you ever imagine a game where you can fight alongside Cartman, Stan, Kyle, and Kenny? South Park has already released 2 games, but it's time to look into new mechanics and genres. Join us as we delve into what to expect from the new South Park game. But before we do that, make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to join our wonderful YouTube community. As a diehard fan of the South Park franchise, I must admit that the recent video games took me by surprise. They were not only successful, but also incredibly enjoyable. The previous game tie-ins were forgettable, with their poor designs leaving a lot to be desired. But then came South Park, The Stick of Truth, followed by its sequel, South Park, The Fractured But Whole. And they changed the game, literally. Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the masterminds behind South Park, proved that they knew how to create a functional and fun video game. The turn-based gameplay they implemented in these titles perfectly complemented the show's distinctive art style. By opting for turn-based combat, they were able to minimize the need for extensive animation, and instead focus on the show's trademark humor and the immersive town of South Park. However, as much as I love the current gameplay formula, I can't help but wonder if a future South Park game should explore new horizons. With rumors of another game from THQ Nordic on the horizon, thanks to a cryptic tease at the end of their August 2022 showcase, now is the perfect time to contemplate how the upcoming title could shake things up. The turn-based mechanics have served the franchise well, but it's only natural to crave something fresh and innovative. The humor in the town of South Park have reached new heights of perfection, leaving room for gameplay to step up the game. It's not that turn-based combat is bad, but after experiencing it in 2 consecutive games, it might be time to venture into uncharted territories. Personally, I believe that a new South Park game should embrace a more dynamic and action-packed gameplay style. Imagine this, epic battles unfolding in real time, with iconic characters of South Park engaging in frenetic combat sequences. Imagine controlling your favorite characters, unleashing their unique abilities, and witnessing the chaos that ensues. It would be an absolute blast. Of course, there are risks involved in changing the tried-and-true formula. The transition to a different gameplay style needs to be executed with precision to maintain the essence of South Park. But with the talent and creativity of Matt Stone and Trey Parker, I have faith that they can pull it off. After all, they have consistently pushed boundaries and surprised us with their irreverent humor for over 2 decades. We have to acknowledge the unique visual style of the show and its challenges when translated into video games. The distinct 2D animation style of the series, with its simplistic character designs and movements, doesn't lend itself well to 3D adaptations. Previous attempts during the N64 era proved to be less than satisfactory, highlighting the difficulty in capturing the essence of South Park in a 3-dimensional space. Therefore, any future game, regardless of its mechanics, should strive to maintain the beloved 2D style.
Don't you know who you're dealing with? Just leave me alone!
However, it's important to note that sticking to 2D visuals does present limitations when it comes to gameplay options. The absence of a fully realized 3D world restricts certain genres from seamlessly integrating with the South Park universe. For instance, modern shooters that rely on the player's ability to freely navigate and engage in open battles might not be a suitable fit. Yet South Park, The Fractured But Whole, the sequel to The Stick of Truth, offers a potential solution to this predicament. The Fractured But Whole implemented a clever approach by confining the player to set areas rather than static environments. The design choice not only enchanted the fluidity of combat, but also maintained the distinct look and feel of South Park. Building upon this concept, future games could explore different genres while staying true to the franchise's unique visual identity. For example, envision a Streets of Rage-style beat-em-up set in South Park. By implementing an improved cover system and keeping the areas locked off, players could engage in exciting brawls as their favorite characters, unleashing their signature moves and witty banter. This approach would preserve the 2D art style while delivering an action-packed experience that complements the humor and irreverence of the show. Another intriguing possibility could be an XCOM-style tactical shooter set in the South Park universe. Imagine strategically positioning your favorite characters across a grid-based battlefield, utilizing their unique abilities and engaging in turn-based combat against a wide range of adversaries. This gameplay style would lend itself well to the South Park franchise, allowing players to delve into complex strategies while still immersing themselves in the show's iconic world. Of course, it's important to tread carefully when exploring new genres and gameplay mechanics to ensure they resonate with the South Park essence. The transition needs to be seamless, capturing the humor, satire, and social commentary that have become synonymous with the show. But with the creative minds of Matt Stone and Trey Parker at the helm, I believe that they can strike a perfect balance between gameplay innovation and staying true to the South Park spirit. One aspect that has always intrigued me in the games is the humor, especially the comedy derived from gaming itself. South Park: The Stick of Truth Truth brilliantly satirized the prevalence of Nazi zombies in games during a certain period. Although that specific line of humor may no longer be relevant, there are other genres that can be playfully parodied in a similar manner. For example, imagine a South Park game that takes a hilarious jab at the world of dating sims, poking fun at their often absurd social interactions and tropes.
Khloe Kardashian was in here this morning. She had the biggest abortion I've ever seen.
I believe that the crucial element for a South Park game's success is in the player's immersion in the town's atmosphere and their ability to interact with beloved characters. Building upon this, an intriguing concept to explore could be a game inspired by the Persona series, incorporating a slice-of-life aspect. Such a game would allow players to engage with the South Park residents, forge relationships with them, and experience the town's daily happenings. While Persona games typically feature turn-based battles, South Park could focus solely on the socialization aspect, creating a unique and immersive experience. In this hypothetical Persona-style South Park game, players would assume the role of a character navigating the intricacies of school, home, and the town, interacting with the residents, participating in quirky quests, and unraveling the hilarious mysteries of South Park would be the core gameplay. Picture forming friendships with the likes of Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny, engaging in absurd conversations and unlocking outrageous side stories. It would be an opportunity to delve deeper into the characters' personalities, explore their backstories, and witness the zany antics that make South Park so beloved. This alternative gameplay approach would allow fans to experience South Park from a fresh perspective while staying true to its essence. Without the need for turn-based combat, the focus could shift towards delivering immersive storytelling and hilarious dialogue sequences. Players would feel like an integral part of the town, shaping relationships and navigating the ups and downs of daily life in South Park. Furthermore, this style of gameplay could provide ample opportunities for Stone and Trey Parker to infuse their signature humor into the game. The writing could cleverly parody the mundane and extraordinary aspects of small-town life, highlighting the absurdity that lies beneath the surface. The comedic possibilities are endless, from outrageous school projects to wacky town events, ensuring that the laughter never ceases. I firmly believe that the logical progression for the game series is to embrace more movement in open areas, following the evolution we've witnessed in the show itself. Shifting away from static combat and exploring a more dynamic beat-em-up system akin to Streets of Rage would be a natural step forward. This approach would preserve the distinctive style and visual aesthetic of the show while injecting a fresh gameplay experience. It's a perfect balance between maintaining the show's look and feel while allowing for more engaging gameplay. However, it's crucial to address a potential weakness of this design choice: lengthy gameplay. A beat-em-up style game, if prolonged, can become repetitive and lose its charm. To overcome this challenge, the creators could consider incorporating a gameplay loop inspired by the Persona series. By adopting a Persona-style structure, players could engage in a mix of combat and social interactions, effectively breaking up the action-packed beat-em-up sequences. This would ensure a dynamic and varied experience, preventing the game from feeling monotonous while still delivering the humor and irreverence that defines South Park. What sets South Park apart is its willingness to experiment and take risks. The franchise has proven time and again that it can excel in multiple mediums, and this includes video games. Being a comedy game set in a ludicrous universe affords the creators the freedom to try new ideas and push boundaries. Innovation and experimentation have become synonymous with South Park, and fans have come to expect the unexpected. This creative freedom allows for endless possibilities. South Park can tackle various genres, explore different gameplay mechanics, and even subvert expectations. It's a playground of comedic potential, where no idea is too outlandish or unconventional. This willingness to embrace new ideas and constantly surprise its audience is what sets South Park apart and has solidified its position as a cultural phenomenon. Now, what is your opinion? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.